and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda, the Minish cap. Now that we're back, we're actually going to go up to the Wind Temple and go and get the last element. Now this whole part will be dedicated to the temple since I actually have more time to upload longer videos. So I'm going to pretty much tell you how you're going to see the rest of this playthrough. It's going to be 3 more parts. This part, the one you're watching right now, dedicated to the Wind Temple. You can see how long that takes. Then a much longer part dedicated to everything else after the Wind Temple until I'm done, and then we're ready to go to Hyrule Castle and do the last bit we need to do to finish off the game. Alright, now that we're in the Palace of Winds, which if you remember, the Palace of Winds is also in the Four Swords and Four Swords Adventures, but its appearance is significantly different than what it appears like in this game. And I do plan on playing for Four Sword Adventures eventually, so you'll see the Palace of Winds in that game as well. The Palace of Winds in that game is much different, much different. Oh yeah, you don't have to do that here. If those flying enemies are over the holes in the floor, you can just stop them from flying and just drop them. Yeah, like that one. Yeah, this part's getting you used to the switches you'll see later in the stage that you have to deal with by using arrows and all sorts of stuff. Again, be careful of the cracked floor, because if you're not careful, of course, it'll fall away below you. Oh yeah, there are these weird cloud platforms you can walk on. They're essentially just they're an odd type of moving platform. There's quite a few of them in this dungeon, I think. Oh, also careful for what these shoot, I fell off right there. That's right. Also be careful what is essentially like landmine. It's sort of like a living landmine. You touch it, it'll explode on contact. You see a couple of them later, but I think they're only in this dungeon. As you can see, the bombs have returned. Again, to defeat them, just hit them once and they'll start running around until they explode. If you want to, hit them twice to make them stop running. That flippable grill you can see right there. Before we can get past that, we need to get the it's either the Rock's Feather or the Rock's Cape. I can't remember what it's called in this game again. I actually think it's the Cape. The Feather's in the other game. In Four Swords Adventure, which is the other one I played. So yeah, I think it's the Cape in this one. Essentially, the Cape lets you jump, like in oh, shoot. Oh yeah, this dungeon is a little different. It's actually the larger dungeon, as you can see by how long this part is. This dungeon is separated, I guess you can say, into 2 sections. There's the outside section and the inside section. We're doing the outside section first before we get to the inner section, which is where we have to go in order to fight the boss. Well, not exactly in the intersection, but it's how we get to the boss. Also, careful of these whiz robes. After you defeat the green ones, I think blue ones appear. Or the blue ones appear later. Can't remember. Anyways, the green ones aren't too hard. Just be careful of which way they're standing when they cast their magic. The blue ones will freeze you, so don't let their attacks touch you. Oh no, the blue... Oh, okay, the blue ones don't show up yet. But yeah, be careful of the blue ones when they attack you, they'll freeze you. I think there are red ones too, which will set you on fire. In a similar way to the, well, to other things that set you on fire in this game. Essentially, it'll make you run around randomly, without you being able to stop until the fire goes out. Oh, also, somehow there are crows all the way up here, so be careful of them too. Right, and also with the Rockscape you can glide as well. Just hold down A, you'll do a long jump and you'll glide a course. Okay, this puzzle's sort of weird because you have to push the blocks in the right way to get past. It's similar to another puzzle in another room very soon. Essentially, what you have to do is push the blocks in the right way, or else you can't get past, and you have to do it over again. Ah, okay, these turbines, or these propellers and such, don't worry about them too much, just go into the hole when they stop, or I mean when they start spinning up, otherwise just run past them. Right, here on this hole you'll have to use the cane of Pocky. That way you can actually jump up there. Yeah, see, as I was talking about the panel, we just had to jump on it. You just have to really jump. You don't have to jump as high as I did, but just jump and you should be fine. Also, I was checking here because I knew there had to be a like there. Again, every rupee, whenever you see a red rupee out in the open, sometimes even a green one, always check it because you never know when it could be a like that could eat your shield. You just don't want that to happen. It's annoying. Alright, here I just really wasn't ready for the challenge puzzle because I really forgot what it was. It's not too hard once you get it. Go all the way to the right side of this cloud platform and then get off quickly, climb up the stairs, and push the block. Unfortunately, what I do is I put one of the clones or the duplicates too far over the edge and it disappears too fast, I think. Either that or I ran out of time because I wasn't quick enough. Also, you don't have to do what I do and go back this way. You can actually just jump down the ledge. I do this a couple more times because I just couldn't get it right. Because whenever I got up to the block, I just kept putting the link copies just a little too far in the wrong place. See, like here, they were a little too far up, and as a result, they just disappeared. What I should have done is copy them from the bottom up and not from the top down. It would have been much easier because I can run up against the top a little bit without jumping off, and then I could have just gone to the left. I didn't think of that though. And here I finally get it. Alright, this one. Just push the blocks off where you see you can hit them. I tried to get the crows, but you really can't. Just what you want to do is just activate them. Here, I forget you can actually jump across. Something I honestly should have remembered. But at the time, I was more worried about the crows. I was trying to hit the crow and it looks like I'm hitting him, but I just couldn't. You can't hit those crows until they actually start flying. Well, I think that actually goes for all the crows, but I thought I could have hit that one since it was so close. Alright, this section is the, right, okay. First off, as you can see, it looks like there's no place to go, but again, if you look a little to the right, you'll see there's a hole you can use the cane of Paki on, and then you should be able to jump up. Now here's a really simple puzzle. I don't think you have to do it this way, but I think it works this way. Right, if you go up here, you can't go through that door yet, so we'll come back to it later. It's the interior of the dungeon. Now over here is the other pushing block puzzle technically, but they're jars, not blocks. Now I messed up a few times, and by accident, because I actually know the pattern. It took me a moment to think of it, but then I realized the pattern. But the problem is, every once in a while I'd accidentally hit the control stick wrong while trying to delicately move these around without messing up. And the problem is I'd always move the wrong jar the wrong way. Like you see, I moved that one wrong, but actually that first time it was right. Alright, the first time or the second time I didn't know, but by the third time I think I was getting it right. Oh yeah, here I had a trouble for a moment just thinking of how to reset it. Then I remembered to just go up and then come back down. It'll reset and you can redo it again. Alright, now that we're past that, up here we can go through this little hole. And up here we should be able to get a treasure chest. Oh no, it's just a key. It's not a chest. Okay. So yeah, I get the key and we should be able to go through the door now. We're not the interior yet. The interior comes after you go to the top. Then you drop down into the interior. Then you have to climb all the way back up through the interior. And here are more moblins. Yeah, when you jump that gap, just don't worry about wait till the fans stop, then jump over. Don't worry when the fans push you. You'll most likely just be pushed to one side, but you'll be fine. Of course, here you'll want to use the fan when it starts blowing. Don't do what I did here and try and fight those things, because you don't need to. Just jump across the platforms without stopping. Yeah, you can't jump to the heart piece yet. I thought I could, but you can't just yet. You have to go into it from the interior. Here, these two guys. These two guys who throw around the iron ball and chains. They're called Iron Knuckles, I think. No, wait, what are they called in this game? Oh shoot, I'm thinking of the Iron Knuckles, but no, that's not them. I think. Shoot, what are they called? Anyway, yeah, you'll want to use the Rockscape to jump over them and hit them, or over the their weapons and hit them, or you want to wait till they throw their weapons at you, and then hit them while they're pulling them back. Since you can only make 2 copies of yourself, what you want to do is get rid of 3 of these jars and push one onto a switch. Here's another simple one. Hit the switch, turn on the fan, jump across the chasm while using the Rockscape. Oh yeah, be careful of the fan, it can still push you around. It won't push around the moblins though. Oh yeah, also here's the here are the ice whiz robes who shoot essentially chunks of ice at you and try and freeze you. Also, I run out of health at this point, but we're actually very, very close to the top. Well, actually, we are at the top. We need to, see, I think the next thing we get is the boss key, but we're not going to fight the boss yet, because as I said earlier, there's an interior to this place, and we need to go through the interior to get to the boss. And there I screw up a jump. And I screwed up again. And here it is, the boss key. Now this key will of course let us down into the interior, and it will grant us access to the boss. You don't need to collect 2 boss keys like I thought I had to do the first time I did this dungeon a long time ago. Yeah, as you can see, the arrow just points there. All you have to do is jump down. And now we start over. Well, first we have to defeat this dark nut. I don't know if I even really defeated him or I just was lucky and knocked him off the edge. Alright, so the first floor of this temple is dark, but it gets lighter as we go up. For now, though, we do need the lantern, though. And actually, here I go back to check a treasure I actually missed in the very beginning. When I got the Rock's Cape, I realized I should have gone back a little further in order to actually get the this item. But I forgot about it until I finished was in the middle of the first section. You'll see what it is. It's one of the first flippable panels you see in the grating, or in the grill, or whatever you want to call it. The grating, grill, whatever. Anyways, it's around there, near the fireballs and the bombs. Wait, so up here you see the grate? Yeah, that's the grate we missed. I wanted to take care of that before we got too far into the dungeon, so that way I wouldn't have to come back later and get it. Yeah, I wanted to blow up that landmine so it wouldn't be in the way. Or that sky mine, or whatever you'd call it. Again, all these enemies do have names, of course. I just have no clue what they are. I never really keep track of that stuff. Luckily, since we have the Rock's Cape, we can make short work of this part. And now we can get working on the second part, the interior of the dungeon. Now the interior is a little different, but not too much. Yeah. Oh yeah, over to the right you'll find the compass in the big treasure chest. Oh yeah, careful of those mummies again. The ones from the King's Tomb. Although with these you can light them on fire and they'll turn to Stalfos. I think I actually get knocked out once in this dungeon. But since I have 3 fairies, that honestly isn't really a problem. Here I am checking the map, essentially just making sure I know where the treasures are and which ones I need to get. I think here it's the same deal as earlier. You split into copies and hit some switches. Yeah, there they are. Again, of course, just remember the original Link is the only Link that can cause holes in the floor. Alright, what you want to do here, of course, is just be careful and go around the edges, because you can with the little whirlwinds. Just be careful not to hit these creatures, because of course they'll explode and you'll fall, and you'll have to do it over again. Luckily there aren't many, and you can easily avoid them by just sticking to the outside edges. Yeah, here's where I get knocked out. And strangely, fairies only recover 4 hearts, which is disappointing. Yeah, if you drop down here, you'll be able to get another treasure, another small key to open another door. Yeah, as you can see, we're getting closer to the end of this dungeon. Alright, here you drop down and I think you have to fight a bunch of Wizrobes. Right, there they are. You have to fight Wizrobes and you'll get another treasure. Oh, never mind. It was only like 3. No, 2. Never mind entirely what I said about fighting a lot of Wizrobes. I was wrong for that room. Right, and here you can fight some Wizrobes. These are the fire Wizrobes. They shoot balls of fire that when you get hit, you'll start running around, and if you're not careful, you'll fall off the edge down the stairs to the floor below. But now we also have the map, so we can see the whole layout of the dungeon. Interior and exterior, of course. Careful of these floor masters, just keep swinging your sword and you should be fine. Right, over here to get to this door, you just push down the blocks. Right, over here to the right to get past that area. What you need to do, there's a little mine floating around the exterior of the hole. So when it goes to the right side, on the right side you'll see breakable blocks that you can normally break with a bomb. Oh, and here's that piece of heart you couldn't get earlier, but you can get it now. But yeah, in the over there to the right, saw a moment ago again. In the gap, circling was like a little bomb or sky mine or whatever you want to call it. Again, I can't remember all the names. But essentially what you want to do is hit with an arrow when it's on the right side, and it'll blow a hole you can actually jump across to, because when you look at it normally, you can't jump across to it. See? Oh yeah, also you could use the sword beam. Right, this is a shortcut because we're actually getting closer to the top of the temple. We just need to go through a couple more rooms and we should be able to do just fine. Also here, I thought you had to use the arrow. Don't use the arrow, use a bomb and throw it at the switch. Oh yeah, sword beam as well. I forgot that. Sword beam can also activate the switches. Right, and because I have a full wallet, that was entirely pointless. Right, I should have gone up to see what I need to do in the next room outside. But in this room, there's another wall on the top you should bomb. Oh yeah, and as you can see, since Link's been hit by the fireball, he starts running around randomly. Yeah, I should have bombed the upper wall, but I didn't think to do that, so I go back inside, then I go up, then I go, oh, I see. That's what I had to do. Yeah, right up here, because I can't get through right now any other way. Alright, in this room, yeah, careful not to hit any of the bombs. Otherwise, most likely, they'll hit the middle switch and you won't be able to get through and you'll have to redo the whole room. What you want to do, of course, is go along the edges of the wall, be careful, and to not hit any of them. Yeah, and as you can see in the upper left-hand area, there are two mines, essentially right next to some movable blocks. And yes, you can hit that one mine without it exploding, without the rest exploding. And as you can see, we are close to finishing this part of the game. Yeah, that's what you had to do. In that area, just let yourself fall down that particular hole in the floor, and you'll be able to get through. Actually surprised I figured out that as quickly as I did, because normally I'm slow on that type of kind of trick. Here's an odd sort of maze, really. Not really a maze, just go around, open up the treasure chests where they are and such. Get to the end, because we actually are almost at the end now. I was trying to see what was in the skulls, but my sword couldn't reach them. And I decided it was not worth it. Now here you have two clouds to climb. The one on the left leads to the boss door, the one on the right leads to, I think, another extra treasure. Right, because the boss door is just to the left of us. And that should be all the treasures. Right. Alright, so now all we have to do is go fight the boss. And we'll have the final element in order to recreate the Picori blade as the Four Sword. Alright, now that we're here, there's a whirlwind up here that'll essentially lead us to the boss. Now, this boss is different. It's not like a normal boss. It's, well, it's this. It's a giant flying manta ray. Now with this boss you have to hit its eyes all at once, and it has a split pad there for a reason. You splinter your copies and hit all the eyes at once, and then it'll start exploding. At which point you jump onto its smaller counterpart, the blue one, and then start hitting its eyes when it opens its eyes. Also, it'll swing its tail around, and you have to jump when it does that, otherwise it can push you off or just hurt you. Once you do enough damage, the red manta ray will return, and the blue manta ray will start flying around and shooting at you while you're trying to attack the red manta ray. See, here's the blue one. Or another blue one anyway, because the other one has exploded. Yeah, this is a little tricky because if any of those projectiles hits you, your copies, they'll disappear. What I tried doing here is because I started getting annoyed at the blue manta ray. I tried shooting with an arrow, but that didn't work. And there I was just unlucky. Yeah, I also even tried using a light arrow and that didn't work either. So I just gave up on the whole arrow thing. And at this point I was getting really annoyed. Really, really annoyed. Okay, there I was unlucky. Okay, this is actually easier to avoid because the projectiles are a little more random, and they're not like, they are aimed to hit you, but they just aren't, they're not as much in the way as they were before. So it's actually easier to hurt the boss. Also, those little green manta rays will make it a little harder, but they're not too annoying. Alright, now that all the blue manta rays are gone, this red one's the only one left. And yes, if those green little manta rays hit you, your clones will disappear. Alright, that takes care of the boss. A little annoying, but not too hard. And now that it's defeated, we get the wind element, which is the last one we need to reforge the blade into the Picori blade. If you watched this all in one sitting, well, thank you, because this actually hurt my voice a lot to excuse me, I'm sorry, didn't mean to cough, to talk that long. Anyways, we'll be back in a minute, and I hope you enjoyed, and the next part's going to be very long. Anyway, see you later.